Yeah, I thought Adesanya looked spectacular. I thought this was probably the best version we saw of him. He was very effective. He looked in his groove. He was landing big shots. But man, DDP is one of those guys that honestly, if you don't kill him, he's going to win the fight. Like, you got to really, you got to take the fight to him for 25 minutes. And yeah, if you give him any space, if you give him any opportunity to crawl back in, he just keeps coming. You need to take the fight to him for 25 minutes. You cannot give him any space. You cannot let him in. You cannot give him opportunity. You cannot relax. You cannot sit on your laurels. You need to be wired on, locked in for 25 minutes. Yeah, I'd like to think that I never underestimate my opponents, but I probably did him. Maybe. It's hard to say. The prep wasn't ideal. And everybody says it. You look at him fight, and the guy looks like a pub fighter, right? But he just keeps smashing people. He keeps, like I said in that first fight with him, I saw the punches coming. I moved out of the way. I felt good in there. I was like, I got this, and then I got punched in the face, right? He just, he has. It's not a pretty style, but it's effective, super effective. And I think the biggest thing is the mentality behind his shots, right? If you're not at that level, like if you're not on the same plane of offering that as he is, then mate, he's going to run away with it.
Do you believe Pereira is being legit here? Do you think he's actually trying to get back in line to fight for the title?
Not really. Well, I hope not really, right? Honestly, I don't think that's a good fight for him. I don't think that's a good fight for him. But also, like when you move up to light heavyweight, moving back down is tricky. And it's not like you move up for one fight. He's stayed up there. He's been fighting up there for a while now. So it would take a lot out of him to get down. And Dricus is so strong there. Alex gets hit. Okay. And Dricus likes getting hit. So it's hard to see someone with the amount of power to stop Dricus from walking forward into you. And Dricus hits hard. You saw that in the fight against Adesanya. Adesanya's got a really good chin, and Dricus was still hurting him enough to make him uncomfortable. So, yeah.
How does it feel to sort of have the champs say you're deserving, even like Israel's team saying you're deserving, but really it's going to be Sean Strickland in there with DDP next?
I don't care. Right, that's it. I don't care. I gotta beat Chimaev. Like the fight after Chimaev doesn't exist to me, and I know I beat Chimaev. I'm fighting for a title. Doesn't matter if it's before or after. It doesn't matter. I got to beat Chimaev, and it's a pretty simple game. You win fights. You end up fighting for a title. Simple maths.
Do you have any hesitations if Khamzat is going to make it to this one? I know he's had some issues making it to fights in the past.
That's not really for me to worry about. If anything, this has worked in my favor because now I've essentially had two camps for this guy, right?
Yeah.
I think skill set wise, I'm probably at the best I've been, especially most prepared for Khamzat, theoretically speaking, as I could be, right?
Yeah.
I'm in a good place. Like I like where we're fighting. I like fighting in the Middle East. I think it's cool there. I'm looking forward to getting another fight in before the end of the year. It's been a good active year. So I'm in a really good place. I got, the task the same. I got my eyes on the prize and I'm switched on.
Hey, just quickly as well on that Strickland DDP rematch, who do you actually think is going to be the champion when you pop up and fight him for this next title shot?
Mate, I think Dricus still. Like Dricus is a hard fight. He just has that insane pressure and willingness to get hit to land hits, and he wins that fight a lot of the time. I think he's a hard fight for a lot of people.
When you're approaching a fight with someone like Khamzat, what are some of the X factors you're looking to prepare for Chimaev?
Yeah, definitely that high paced start and his wrestling prowess. It's quite simple. You got to got to worry about how hard he's going to push the wrestling envelope in the first few rounds, and then like what I'm going to do after that, after I stop the takedowns, after I get back up or whatever, and just taking the fight to him. You know, it's everyone can see how this fight's going to play out. Everyone can make a rough plan on how to approach it. So what you're thinking is probably what I'm doing.